Welcome back to Football Daily Videos. Yesterday's video, as you guys can see, did pretty damn awesome, so thank you all for that. We seem to be getting more and more likes per episode. We seem to be doing better per episode, and that's all I want to do. And I want to make these videos for you guys, and it seems to be growing into it a little bit. Now, I had a few... Alright, I'm just going to show you something quickly. Right? So, what I'm going to say is, lads, yesterday I had this game on my own. Look at this. I know it's not football. I know it's slightly irrelevant. Is that going to focus? Yeah, but you know what I say. So I was recording Fortnite yesterday, and yeah, I got a big 20-kill game. But it's totally irrelevant. But that's why, you know, I've been a bit busy recently. Been smashing Fortnite. But today's video, as you can tell by the title of the thumbnail, Neymar to miss the World Cup in Russia this year. Very bad news. We're going to discuss it all in this episode, and we're going to take a look at other players that could also be missing the World Cup. Now, as I said earlier, we're trying to beat and progress. Okay, we're trying to get more likes per episode. So if you guys can smash 1,600 likes in this video, that will beat yesterday's video, and that is the goal. That's what I want to do, guys. Can we do it? Let me know down below. And don't forget, guys, to subscribe, put the notifications on as well to stay up to date with all daily football stuff I'm doing. So yes, he's got no chance of making the second leg, you know, against Real Madrid. He's got no chance of that. They reckon it's set back and much further than that, and it does put him at risk for the World Cup. Now let's discuss why. Now, March the 6th, they got the second leg game, okay, PSG versus Real Madrid. They are currently 3-1 down, and they're not going to have one of their star men, Neymar, for the game. They're going to be without him. Now, the PSG striker was actually carried off the field on Sunday after a tangle with Marseille player Bouna Sarr. Have I said that right? Well, I don't know. Now, the incident came late in the game with PSG leading 3-0 at the time. PSG had already used all their substitutes and played out the remaining 14 minutes of the game with just 10 men. Now, after the game, PSG's coach was actually really optimistic about Neymar's injury and said he would be fit for the game in just over a week. But Emery actually said in his post-game press conference after the Marseille game, "It is just a twist. We will do more tests. He is cautious, but we must be optimistic, and if I have to say now he will be able to play against Real Madrid, I would say yes." So at that point, they were quite optimistic, but things have changed since then. So originally described as an ankle injury, the PSG medical staff confirmed that Neymar had been assessed and found to have suffered a sprain in the right ankle and fissure of the fifth metatarsal. Fissure, have I said that right? I don't know, I'm not a doctor. But anyway, the bit you're interested in, okay, such injuries to metatarsals, which is 5 bones in the foot, can be problematic in terms of recovery time. But generally, the player will be out between 6 and 8 weeks. So he's going to be out for a couple of months, they reckon. But metatarsals always have problems. Players struggle to recover, so there's a chance he could potentially, that recovery time could be longer, it could be shorter. They really don't know. It depends on Neymar, really. It depends on the metatarsal, really, I suppose. But there is a small chance he could miss the World Cup, and being one of the star men of the whole thing, being Brazil's golden boy, that'll be a big loss for the tournament for sure. If you guys remember the 2014 World Cup, Brazil, okay, Neymar actually missed the semi-final against Germany after injuring his back, which could have ended his career. That was actually a win over against Colombia, and obviously he went on to lose 7-1 in that game, I think, against Germany. So it's pretty mad when Neymar's not on the squad. Well, previous experience tells me that anyway. So yes, guys, Neymar, that is the big story of the week. His metatarsal injury is going to put him out for probably a couple of months, but it could be longer and it could be shorter. Very dependent on the recovery time. Could be problematic, it says here, in terms of recovery, but generally it's about 6 to 8 weeks, so hopefully we can get him back. He's not going to be back for the Real Madrid game, but the World Cup, that's what this video is about. Hopefully he'll be there. So another player now who's one of the world's best players in his position for sure. We've got Manuel Neuer. Neuer has had a foot injury now for quite a long time, and he is eyeing comeback as recovery from foot fracture does progress. So German goalkeeper Manuel Neuer has actually said he will try, or hopefully he'll be back before the end of the Bundesliga season. So if he can get that little bit of game time before the end, then he could be fit for the World Cup. If he doesn't, then there's a good chance he might not get back for the World Cup. Now, Neuer was initially ruled out until January after suffering a hairline fracture on his foot the second time in 6 months back in September. So he was originally ruled out for like 4 months. That was September to January. Now, he actually came out and said, "I know things are coming along very well, but of course there's still time until I'll be able to be at full strength. I can't say right now exactly how long that's going to be. I'm currently around 80% of my body weight," which is different. Now, he actually came out and said, this article's from like a week ago, he expects to be walking up to 90% without any problems next week, okay? And then up to 100% the week after. So next couple of weeks, he'll be walking 100% like he's never had an injury, I guess. That's sort of the way it seems. And then after that, he'll slowly start running, and then obviously he'll progress from there. So it sounds to me like he's still going to be another couple of months out, or another month at least out. And yeah, if he doesn't get that game time in before the end of the season, then maybe he might not go to the World Cup with Germany. Maybe he won't make it. I mean, he's already won a World Cup, so So he will be disappointed, but he won't be, you know, as disappointed, if that makes any sense. But yes, one of the best goalkeepers in the world, might not be in the World Cup. One of the best players in the world overall, if not, you know, Neymar. They say he's top 3, don't they? Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar, whatever you want to call it. So we're talking one of the best goalkeepers in the position. You know, one of the best players in the world, maybe not going to the World Cup. We're getting obviously the players that are obviously didn't qualify. I'm talking players that, you know, maybe should go if they were fit. So yeah, that is a couple there for you. Next I've got a striker now who's probably, he's a pretty decent striker. One of the better strikers probably in the Premier League, people would say. Now we've got Alexander Lacazette. Now he's actually undergone a surgery recently for Arsenal, which is not good news. Never is good news when you have to go under the knife. Now it's a massive blow for Arsenal. That's what Arsene Wenger said, but that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about, you know, the World Cup. Will he get in the France squad? Will he be fit for the, if he does get picked, will he be fit for the France squad for the World Cup in Russia? Well, let's find out a little bit more information. So initially he was ruled out for 6 weeks. He's undergone surgery. As you guys are aware, when you have surgery, loads of different things could happen. There could be problems, there might not be. We'll have to wait and see what happens in probably a few weeks. Now Wenger actually come out and said it's a massive blow for us, but we have to find a solution. Nobody could predict that. So it doesn't help that, you know, Lacazette may have lost his starting place to Aubameyang as well. So, you know, when he is fit, is he going to be like getting the game time in the minutes he needs to get into the France team for the World Cup because Aubameyang's there? We don't know, but I would say at the minute it's unlikely. When you're injured, you're not match fit, you've just undergone surgery, you need to get minutes, you need to get game time if you want to try and get into the World Cup team. When you've got players like Aubameyang, you know, not giving you a chance to, it's not Wenger's job to make sure you go to a World Cup, you know, it's Wenger's job to make sure he plays the person that's performing the best and obviously going to get the results. And if that's Aubameyang and it's not Lacazette may not ever get the match fitness before the World Cup to go. You know, he's undergone surgery, he needs it. He might get chucked in the resis to get minutes, I don't know, but then playing in the resis, you're probably not going to get picked for France. So yeah, Alexander Lacazette may not get into the French team, may not be recovered enough in time, but I'm sure he will. It's only 6 weeks. World Cup's a little way away yet. Now, probably one of the biggest injuries of the season so far. We've got a player now who's actually, you know, he's actually returning training next month. It says here we've got Benjamin Mendy. Now, obviously, this guy is the French wing back and stuff like that. You know, got a bit of a personality. We've all seen it on Twitter. So he's been out of action, okay, since September with knee ligament damage. So we're talking quite a few months ago now he's been out of action for, which is pretty big. One of the worst probably this season, one of the worst injuries maybe. Now, Benjamin Mendy is set to return to training next month. So we're saying sort of March time, mid-March maybe, he might return to training. Now, they reckon he's on course to take, you know, a part in the latter stages of the Champions League. Does, then well played, because that is pretty good progress from, you know, an ACL injury. It's pretty good. Pep Guardiola is really confident that he's going to be back and he's going to be fit for the end of the season. So if he does, hopefully he can get the game time, hopefully he can get the match fitness up to be picked for the French team for the World Cup, because if he doesn't get back for the end of the season, there's no way France are going to take him, you know, especially after missing the whole season with an ACL injury. There's just no way he's going to get into that team. But it's safe to say this guy is a very good wing back, he's a very good player, and he will, the World Cup will miss him. Obviously we'll probably get to see a bit of his banter on Twitter or whatever, but yeah, doesn't get back for the end of the season, he's probably not going to go to the World Cup with France. Now, one of the saddest stories where this guy's pretty much, you know, definitely not going to make the World Cup, but if he was fit and if he was playing, he probably would be in the team for Spain. We've got Santi Cazorla. Now, Santi Cazorla, arguably one of the most talented footballers around. You know, all the Arsenal players say he's an absolute pleasure to play with, and he's their favourite player to play with because he's so good on both feet. He's so brilliant. Now, according to Zarkle here, which is really, really bad news, Arsenal star Santi Cazorla targeted a 2019 return as he admits injury hell made him consider retirement. 2019 return. That definitely rules him out of the World Cup this year. We're only in bloody February right now. So he actually come out and said there have been moments where I thought about throwing in the towel. Not really surprised. He's had not a lot of luck with injury, to be fair to him. So yeah, Santi Cazorla won't return for Arsenal this year, but is targeting a 2019 recovery. So we're still talking next year, a whole year away. So there's no way he's going to get into the Spain team in the World Cup. It's just no way. Even though he's definitely good enough to get into the squad, he's just not going to be fit enough, is he? Santi Cazorla targeting return to action with Arsenal in 2019 after undergoing the 10th operation of his injury-hit career last year. So his 10th operation he's had. Now, the Spanish midfielder has not played for Arsenal since 2016 October. Wow. I mean, we're in 2018 now. I mean, that's like a year and a half ago. It's pretty insane. And he's had to undergo multiple operations, resulting in the loss of 8 centimeters from the tendon in his right ankle. So that's already mad. Like, that's pretty mad. So yes, guys, they are 5 players today who may not make it to the World Cup due to injury. Hopefully, some of them get back for the end of the season. Hopefully, they get the minutes in the game time they need to get into their squad. There's a couple in this video that 100% won't make it, like Cazorla and stuff like that. But there's a chance the rest of them, you know, are going to make it if they can recover in time and nothing goes wrong. That's the one thing you don't want, is any more setbacks. Anyway, guys, take it easy. See you tomorrow for another Football Daily video. Peace.
a little stronger now.